Hey guys! So if you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, any of those things, you know that I went to the governor's ball. It's kind of funny that they give us a ball because it's a governor's ball. Anyway, so I filmed it all for people who have never been to a music festival like myself. It was the first one I've ever gone to, and let's just say it was a little chaotic, but it was really fun and I would totally go back. So let's do it. Oh, and for people that don't know, it's in New York City in an island called Randall's Island. So it was literally an island. I had to take a ferry to get to this place. Okay, so first I'm going to explain how day one went. So we woke up at about 3 a.m. and left my house to go to my other friends to drop off our bags, which was 2 hours away. Then we got on a train and we went to go see Little Mix because they were performing for Good Morning America. We didn't get in and it was pouring rain. I lost all that footage that happened of us like on the train going. Anyway, so here begins the footage of me, Fredrika and I, or me and Fredrika. No one ever knows, they never teach you that. Hi. Are we in line? Yeah. We're in a long line. Look at these outfits. Only another 2 hours. What do we have?
We have a Chloe pin. And a wristband.
Oh my god, we have wristbands. Mine's on the hand that's recording, obviously. Yeah. But. Okay, so update. I can't feel my toe, my pinky toe. It's gonna fall off. Hashtag swagging, hashtag worth it. Little Mix is buying me a new pinky toe. Oh my god, seriously. Oh my god, look at all that water. Okay. Distraction. Hashtag, how many hours sleep have we had? One. Woohoo! Hashtag 1 hour sleep. And the bicycles. And the people. And wristbands. Alright, so who do you think we just saw?
We think that was the
Matthew Morrison.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Matthew Morrison, the guy from Glee. Yeah, but we're not sure.
And we just got interviewed for Little Mix's YouTube channel.
Yeah. And it was a hot mess.
And it was so bad. Oh my god.
We were like, can you tell us how you're feeling? And we're like,
tired.
Yeah.
It's more like, what can I feel? AKA my toes! We're inside! Yes! Oh my god. Everyone who got the album!
Leave your name and your number. We'll get back to you. Hey, I can do it. Sorry, we don't mean to be rude. Why don't you leave your name and your number? We'll get back to you. Change your life. Take it all. Take it all. Together, no one get through it. I know we'll get through it all.
So we decided to eat after the whole thing, even though we were so crazy. It was so cool. I wasn't a fan of Emblem3, but now it's safe to say Chloe is one of my top played songs. So we went to go eat because we hadn't eaten since 3 a.m. so why not? And I had sliders.
We get
first food since 3 a.m. That was good. Yeah. And then we finally get to the ferry line and we stand in more lines, in more rain. And just to remind you, this is a tropical storm that we're currently standing in. So don't judge our face and our looks and how our hair looks. My feet burn. Oh my god, that's what we were in. More lines now. We definitely should have hit around. And we finally got in, and it was a tad insane. Waddling, we're in! Waddling. We walked through so much mud. Both of us wore Converses, and by the end of the thing, they were just trash. But we finally got to go and see Of Monsters and Men. Oh my god. It's just like a mud bath. It's not normal ground. After that, we headed to Crystal Castles, which put on an awesome set. It was so sick. It was so cool. And it was the only one under a tent. So that meant every person in the world was there because of the downpouring rain. Our last stop of day one was Young the Giant, and I have to say they put on an amazing show. It was pouring rain, literally we couldn't see. It was coming down so hard. I was up in the very front. I was so excited. I love Young the Giant, and like sparks were flying, and it wasn't on purpose. It was great. The lead singer was like, we didn't hire fireworks, so don't think any of this is on purpose. And then the Governor Ball Festival, they called every artist and said, you're done performing, and they're like, no way, we still gonna do 3 more songs, and it was really cool. And then we decided to finally get off of the island because if the artists were stopping then, they probably were gonna stop the later artists, so we just got off. And it was a very sad, hot ferry ride back. Cold. We're so cold. Day 2 definitely seemed like it was going to be a better chance of it being a better day because there wasn't any rain. Day 2, and we may not have slept a little bit longer than we should have. Whoops, well, now we're well prepared for the whole day. Yes. No rain. Cross your fingers. Wow, that was difficult to cross. I can't cross. We're a little tired still. Still a little cross fingers. There we go. And our ferry ride gave us a beautiful view of New York City skyline, which was super cool. Because we're down the street, like last night. By the time we got to the place, we missed Alt J. Well, we heard a few of their songs, and I was happy enough with that. I didn't need to be up front. But it was cool to hear Alt J live. It was like amazing. Everything. you expect artists nowadays to not sound so amazing live, and it's crazy because they do. Oh, did I mention, since it stopped raining, there's just gonna be a ton of mud. And we walked through a lot of mud. After we decided to walk around the entire festival, we stopped at the silent disco, which if you've never been to one, it's where you put on headphones and the DJ DJs for everyone who has headphones on. But for everyone else, they can't hear anything, which is perfect for festivals, so you can hear the bands and not hear the DJ music that's happening at the disco. And it was slightly weird. If you took off your headphones, you realized everyone looks nuts because we're all just like, but it was so much fun, and I definitely suggest going to one just to say you've done it.
Are they playing?
So my camera likes to decide when they're gonna save video. I don't understand. My vlogging camera's crazy. But we did see Azealia Banks and we saw Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, but none of that footage can be found, so I'm sorry. But we did go see Kendrick Lamar, and oh my god, he is awesome live. Just if you have never seen him or heard of him, look up Kendrick Lamar. He's awesome. He was the guy that no one knew on SNL, but I was like pumping out to, so yeah. Halfway through his set, we headed over to the one of the other stages. There was 4 altogether, to see Animal Collective. And there was so much mud. So much mud.
Yeah, hold this the finale. My pimp talk turned into a pimp alley. Say she from the hood, but she lives in the valley. Taking in Atlanta, then she going back to Cali. Got your girl on my line, world on my line. The irony of fucking at the same damn time.
The closing for day 2 was Guns N' Roses, which even if you're not a fan, it's cool to say that you saw Guns N' Roses live. Personally, I am a fan, so it was cool. And they put on an absolutely amazing show. Doesn't matter if, like I said, you don't have to be a fan to enjoy a Guns N' Roses show. And we headed back on the ferry, of course. Okay. Day 3 was awesome. It was the closing show. It was Sunday of the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday festival. And the toughest decision we had that day was if we were going to see the Vaccines or Haim or Ham or however heck they say their name. They changed it, I think, 3 times on the stage. I don't know. And we decided to go see Haim because the Vaccines are a group that I would love to see by themselves in their own concert. Didn't need to go and see a set by them. But I saw Haim, and oh my god, they blew my mind. They're amazing. You always hear DJs and people saying, oh yeah, well, you have to see these people live. I'm not kidding. See these three girls live. They are absolutely amazing, and they're so much fun. They interact with the crowd and they talk to each other. It's just like a family affair, literally. Not fun. Probably why I got it mad cheapy. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't cheap at all. Hey, we're getting off that lady stop.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Because I don't want to be in that awkward situation, you know, where I'm like just so.
So she said, "Knock out."
We headed off to see Freddie Gibbs, who we had never really heard of, but he was a rapper and he seemed awesome, and it wasn't that busy, so it was kind of cool to be pretty close to a guy that we didn't really know, but plenty of other people do. Then we did more casually walking around, and we heard Cold War Kids and Portugal the Man, which was really fun and cool. But the one that I was most excited for today was Fowls. Oh my gosh, I love Fowls so much, and they put on absolutely amazing concert. The lead singer was out, he was crowd surfing. Just watch for yourself. Then we decided to relax in this beautiful grassy area where they have games and food, and it was just so nice. It was a nice breather after seeing so many artists and being so crammed into every person ever. After we relaxed, we headed to go see Block Party and the XX, which were performing at the same time, but their stages were close enough that we could run to both. But we decided to get in the front for Block Party and then just kind of weave our way out and stand in the back for the XX. And finally was the big headliner for Sunday, who I feel like I just needed to say I saw him just to say it. I saw Kanye West, and he was 15 minutes late. I wasn't impressed, and he like put on this whole entire intro that literally lasted 20 minutes, and he didn't sing. It was just like a video of his face and him. It was an interesting experience, and I can say I've done it, and I never need to see him live again. I will happily listen to his songs on the radio, but when it came to him performing live, I just wasn't really a fan. I would have rather gone and seen, I don't know, the Guns N' Roses again. like, are we moving or are they moving?
They're moving. We're not moving yet.
Festival is over! Over.
We survived our first music festival. Yay! Well, sort of. Sort of. Her shoes didn't survive.
Shoes never make it.
My
There's-
feet didn't really survive, but that's whatever.
There's always victims to the war.
I can deal with that.
It's our feet and our shoes. That is ridiculous, though. There's literally no soul. It's just metal. Anyway, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to try and cut it down to as much as I can. But it is also 3 days of amazing artists all into one. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, so I had a ton of fun, and I partly made this video just as a reminder to myself of what I actually saw and who I saw and what I did. And it was also a cool way to share with you my experience. So if you're not getting the chance to go to Glastonbury or wherever else is so big, you can say you went to the Governor's Ball with me. Oh, and I've decided I'm going to do this thing where I'm going to put my top 5 songs that I've listened to this week, like over here, and then I'm going to put the top 5 of whatever you want to hear or see what I'm doing over here. So let's do top 5 songs, and then we'll do top 5 accessories that I feel are needed for this summer. So you can comment below and tell me what you want to see as my top 5 for next week. If you don't tell me, I'm just gonna have to make it up, and it's gonna be really bad, like top 5 brand cereals I like. Yeah, so you should totally, it can be literally top 5 of anything you want. So we're gonna always keep the consistent top 5 songs, but you choose the top 5 that are gonna go here. Does that sound good? Alright, I'll see you guys